Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So NC State's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Looking for a crease to the left. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Okay, ready? Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Buckeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Buckeyes in the hurry up.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Leaves it with the running back. Hard running there. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And that is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
On the option. He'll toss it. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Now the pitch. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He's looking to throw it. On the run, fires downfield. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
From the 22 on 1st and 10.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. They run the reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wake Forest. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. It'll be a draw. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
First down for this offense. To the ground with the back. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run the toss. Obliterates him, still on the move. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to throw, it's Hendricks. Looking for a big play. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Reeled it in and just made the house call. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field, just to execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Now the play fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
Give to the running back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it inside the 35. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Unloads it left. He caught it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Running back searching for a hole.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
From the gun, the running back has it. Open space at the 25. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Pitt is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. They've got to be loving this in the Steel City. They're up 14 over Navy. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The run to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And they tried to run that sweep out route. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge, and then he might be able to do some more damage.
How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Gives it to the back on the draw. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the move, it's Ogden. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. On the run, it's Toner. On the move at the 30. Bounced off his feet.
Well, on a 2nd and forever situation, they hand it off, and they're able to get a big portion of yardage back now to at least give themselves an opportunity to convert this 3rd down.
A 3rd and long coming up here. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Hendricks. Usually see better timing between this senior quarterback and his receivers. That one well behind him. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And they get him down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Raleigh.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to 1st down. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. They'll run play action. Trying to get to him. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You can tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
They'll go to the ground. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Quick tempo here for the offense. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
coming at him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
29 Philly.
Looking to move it through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had the screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Try to get it to the edge. Finds a crease at the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the...
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Nice job on 3rd and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job. And the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Beard. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Ogden. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Gets it out fast. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Get set, get set.
Here's the handoff. Oh, gave the defender the business. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. On the run, it's Toner. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Discards a man. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion, like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
That last play is the epitome of why you have to have a short-term memory. Just forget about that one. Still running at the 35.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game. And with his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hobbs. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that. They stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. They try to get it outside on the left. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, NC State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in.
And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He's looking downfield to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
I think that time offensively, you just try to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. North Carolina State has it back in the offense headed to the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Offense working from the pistol.
Razor. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Got his man. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Back to pass, it's Hendricks. They're working that left side. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10.
Yankee blue.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Trying to find his man on first down. They're trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next count. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's got an open man. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Looking for a man. It's Hendricks. Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. NC State with a 1st and 10 here. Quarterback will audible.
Griffin, down.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Now on the option. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the route is on.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
They're like the kid at the playground that just does not want to share their ball with anybody else and play in the sandbox. They've got a crazy lead, and still, head coach decides to go out, onside kick, they get it, and they maintain with possession. It's crazy.
Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Okay.
2nd and 10 here.
Easy. Lion.
To the air, it's Hendricks. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down.
Timber. Go.
He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the defense doing work. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.